Back in the saddle here on day number 2 at the U.S. Open. Lee Vann Corteza and Roberto Gomez in a second round match. So exciting 9-ball competition around the pool hall here so far today. We saw a thrilling Hill match with Earl Strickland fighting back only to lose in the last rack. We've seen some other dramatics late in racks at some of the outer tables. And now this one just commencing with the two fellow countrymen. And Lee Vann Corteza breaking here in the opening rack. The 44-year-old from the Philippines, a Chinese 9-ball champion from a decade ago. Well, he potted the 1 off the break, but then that's a bad miss on the 2. Not a gimme by any means, but certainly a shot he would have expected to make. So his fellow player from the Philippines, 1 year his senior, at 45 years of age, Roberto Gomez. Was a runner-up at the World 9-Ball Championship about a decade and a half ago. That was back in 2007 at the World Cup of Pool that year. He was also the first qualifier to reach the final. First started playing pool as a young man at the age of 9. Would record televised matches where he could find them back in those days and just rewatch them over and over. What was interesting with Gomez growing up was that, well, he had aspirations of competing professionally in tournaments in 9-ball. He decided that he would probably have to find regular paying jobs and just get a normal career. So he went to college at Western Mindanao State University and planned to be an architect. However, once he got there, he found that they had no architecture classes. So, because basically broadcasting and political science were the only courses available to him, he settled for broadcasting. And he became a reporter for a couple of years before realizing that this business of ours as broadcasters can be diabolical at times, and it's kind of the dark side. He decided to go where the light was and returned to pool and began playing professionally from there on out. And on his way to claiming this first rack here in his second round match. He's the smart one. Went into broadcasting, but quickly pulled the ripcord and got out. Others like me, we're just lifers. Just continuing with the grind. And not much of a grind there for Gomez, as he got a break when Lee Vann Corteza missed on the 2. And Corteza never saw the table again. Gomez ran the rack, and he now leads by 1. These two winners earlier today. Gomez 9-1 over Paul Corrigan of the UK, and it was a shutout for Lee Vann Corteza over Joseph Bleiler of the US. So both of these players coming off convincing demonstrative wins earlier, a combination of 19 racks between the two, and collectively they only lost one. So, Carl, a good matchup here in round two between these two.
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
I didn't even say you were late.
I've been out in the fan zone. Have you been out there?
I have wandered by. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I thought I had a good 10 minutes then.
Yeah, I didn't say that you weren't here. I basically said, hey, it's Stephen Carl, and then I just kept talking, and nobody questioned the fact that you weren't here. So you could have slid right in without even calling yourself out there.
I'm too honest, that's the problem.
Well, we've seen some pretty good matches here on the second day of competition, and this should be an equally entertaining one between the two players from the Philippines.
Yeah, these two really come with the shots. You know, they play a different style of 9-ball pool over in the Philippines, so expect the unexpected in this one. It's sure to be a corker. Cue ball's close to the corner.
And it's going to be a scratch for Gomez.
Seems to be a common theme. Players are struggling with the break on table one. But if you look at the season so far, if you look at the likes of David Alcaide, his good friend Ruiz, SVB always breaks good. They seem to be the ones who seem to have dialed this break down better than the rest of the players on the circuit. 3-ball will pass the 9 in that corner, near where the 5-ball is, the purple 5. So he's going to need a good angle on this 2-ball. Just float down in between the 6 and the 7. Yeah, this is good. Nice little gap there. Perfect angle. Speed is key here for Roberto. Been around a long time as Gomez. Lost in the final, the 27 World 9-Ball Championships. That was in Manila, 2007 at the Araneta Coliseum. Oh, that's nice speed. It's good there. Looks like he's going to play for the green 6 in the left centre pocket, float round off 2 rails. Again, this is all about the speed of the shot for Gomez. Here comes the cue ball.
A really smooth game and control all the way. Two players who know each other very well, both from the Philippines, one 44 years of age, the other 45, so very much contemporaries. But it is Gomez to the 2-0 lead here early on in this second round match on day number 2 here at this 46th edition of the U.S. Open. Paul Song down to a 7-4 lead over on table number 6. Chris Melling and Chris Alexander are next to us on table number 2. Melling with an early 3-2 lead in what could be a long and very contentious match there. Harry Hetherington on the hill against John Francisco of the U.S. on table number 12, and that match has just gone final as he wins. Cody Booth, the American, trailing on table 23, down 5-1. Ashton Keaton, a 6-3 lead over Simone Zappe on table 19. As all of the tables are still very much in play here on this second day as we whittle down the field from where we started yesterday with 256. By tomorrow, we'll be into the single elimination portion, down to the final 64 here in Atlantic City.
The 8-ball's going to find a pocket, but it wasn't convincing, was it? It looked a little shy of pace, maybe even a little thin with the cue ball. Yeah, hair thin. Usually you want the cue ball coming parallel across to sort of the middle diamond on the long rail. So whenever it goes lower towards the corner, the balls just don't seem to fly around the table with speed. Push out called. If you're new to 9-ball, the next shot after the break, you can do what Gomez is doing. You can call a push out or a roll out. And then you can roll the cue ball wherever you want. You can hit another ball, you can pot a ball. You've got to remember, Lee Vann comes to the table. He has the option of playing the shot or putting Roberto back. So you've got to be a bit careful where you push out to. Corteza's weighing up the options. He might be tempted to skim off the left edge of this. That's what he's looking at. Because if you go off the left edge, you're going to push the 1 ball towards the 6. And if you look where the blue 2 is, that could also be a blocker. That's one option. The other option is to try and get the cue ball behind the blue 2. Doesn't like it though. There you see the pass back. It's a very good part of the game in 9-ball, the push out.
Pull that off.
Yeah, he was trying to get the cue ball towards the 2, but he knew the purple and the pink ball. If he could get the yellow one around that area, that was also an option as well. So Corteza's kicking off the side rail. Well, trusting to luck there. Tough to see if this ball cuts, but it definitely banks in the centre pocket near where the cue ball is. If he does play the bank, it's not going to be easy getting on the blue 2 ball. Played the bank. Has he got it? He has. Well done. This blue 2 goes past the brown 7. Opportunity for Gomez in rack number 3. Just got to try and roll the cue ball forward. Oh, he's going low. Is he spinning the cue ball round? Is he playing a kill shot? Oh, he went forward, and look at the 2 right in the middle of the pocket. A lot of talent, this boy. Possesses a lot of talent. Probably underachieved, really, in the world of pool for me.
He's made some quality shots here in these first few games, showing his range of skill. And close to taking the lead here on table 1. Significant challenge on the table of any kind, really. And he takes the lead. Roberto Gomez of the Philippines now on top of Lee Vann Corteza here on table number 1. Now let's check out what's happening over on table 2. Chris Melling and Chris Alexander, a pair of Chris's from the UK. And 4-2 is the lead for Melling here right now.
That TV screen there, because every time I win, no, not this one, that big screen there. I'm winning. They're putting on his score. On his score? Yes, and he's winning, and they're putting on my score. But not this one. This one is mine. Okay. I'm just saying.
Chris Melling with the push out, tempting the other Chris into a pot. Tried to tie the 3 up, not done too bad of a job at that, it looks like. So Alexander can't really control the cue ball if he does pot the 2. Again, this is what happens on the push out. Chris Alexander is looking at all options possible. If he doesn't fancy a shot, he'll just give it back to Melling. Maybe going in behind this ball. Well, that's what it looked like. Just because he's playing it with left, that tells me he's going off the top rail, trying to kick it to the left side of the pink 4. Played it well, left distance. Anyway, we'll keep you posted on table 2. We're going to go back over to the feature table. Battle of the Filipinos. Gomez to break. There's a lot of chit-chat going on between these two. And to flick off the 7. Can pot this ball in right centre. Got to get the cue ball around a few rails and avoid traffic.
So with Gomez leading here 2-1, that means that each of these players has just lost 2 racks on the day after winning convincingly in their opening round matches earlier. And now just underway here in round number 2. Lee Vann Corteza 9-0 over Joseph Paliler. Roberto Gomez was a 9-1 winner over Paul Corrigan. And now Gomez on table number 1, the 2-1 lead here. Potting the 1 on the break.
Well, the referee struggled getting the template off that. So it's been left on the table. Watch the cue ball. Watch out 6 ball. As he hooked himself, it looks like it to me. They have to get the short stick or kick off the top rail. So hard to get perfect position on your next ball when the cue ball's got so much travel time.
Looks like he's going to go for the rail. As a player, how do you like a matchup such as this? Your fellow countrymen, same age, grew up together, you know each other very well. Do you like a matchup when you have this kind of intel on another player, or do you like playing different cultures, different styles, and players from different countries? What would you prefer?
Yeah, probably playing different players that you're not really that close to, but I suppose, let's say Cortez has got the better of the matches over the years between these two. He probably likes it, so it all depends on how previous matches have gone, and again how close they are off the table. Do they hang around with each other or not? If they don't, maybe they just feel like it's playing somebody else from another part of the world. But I'm sure they played plenty of matches, probably even played a lot of challenge matches over the year as well. Corteza made a nice pot on the 3. Not only was there distance, but he had to sort of slow roll it. Cue ball needs to slow down. Yep, there you see. Amazing how the camera angle looks different, because from the overhead it looked like this ball wouldn't pop, but there you see, clearly does. This match has got all the signs of a classic.
Tied at 2. Winner will play tomorrow morning in the round of 64. That's where it gets down to single elimination. These first 2 days, where it's the first and second round being played out over a number of tables here in the venue. It is double elimination, so if you lose, you still have a shot. You go to the consolation bracket, then there is still a path, albeit a more difficult one, back into contention to stay in this event throughout the remainder of the week. On table 2, Chris Smelling has opened up a 3-rack lead on Chris Alexander. 5-2 is the score there. Smelling coming off a win in the last rack. He avoids the scratch. One shot for the 1 here. Smelling and Alexander both in second round encounter, so 1 or 2 showcase tables, 1 and 2. We have players from the same country going head to head. Great Britain and the Philippines.
Yeah, Chris Alexander missed a 9 ball in the previous rack. It stayed over the pocket. Chris just slotted it home. This kick shot's gone wrong. Never easy to judge. He actually played a good cue ball. Just wasn't 100% sure where the one was going. Chance for Alexandra Corteza to break as the match is tied.
Now the China Open 9-ball champion from a decade ago, but a dry break here. I came close to both the 1 and the 5, but neither fell.
Tried to pinch a bit of the rail. You can do that in a pool hall. You can't really do it here. 4 inches, the corner pockets. How much of this 7-ball is being awkward for Lee Vann? A lot of it. He's got to bridge over it. The 1 ball was quite straight. Oh, he's trying a shot here. Is he trying to draw this one back? Is he just going to play a stop shot? Oh, wow, what a shot. Wow, he got a lot out of that ball. What a beautiful shot he's just played there. That opens the pocket up even more.
Almost went in on the break, spun out. Let's see how much of a lane he has to get around the 9 here. After that, the table really opens up for him.
Kind of stabs his way around the table, working that cue ball where he wants it. Very effective. A little bit like Pagalayan, a similar type of player. They really pride themselves on good cue ball control. Obviously you've got to pot the ball, but they really feel it's all about moving the cue ball around the slate.
Now Lee Vann Corteza runs it out for a 3-2 lead on Roberto Gomez. Lee Vann Corteza, named after an American actor who was actually born just 80 miles from where we are here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. in a town called Somerville. Oldest of 5 brothers. Took up pool at the age of 13. Was actually banned from the first pool hall he ever went to because he accidentally damaged a table, but found other places to ply his trade, and now here he is in his mid-40s. Decorated champion back home. 4-time gold medalist at the Southeast Asian Games.
Good break that, made the 1 ball. Cue ball come off the rail nicely, back into the stack. Potting the 2 ball isn't an option. 3 ball is tied up with around 7, so we're going to see the art of a Filipino pool player now. Both these guys, very inventive. Going to see it all here in rack number 6. This is the first one. Hiding the cue ball in behind the pink 4. The line was perfect, the speed was perfect. Might have a little bit of action here now. Or maybe not. I thought the 2 ball was going to stick on the top rail for a second, which would have meant Corteza could have opened him up on his safety shot, but that option looks like it's not really there now.
Cluster at the top and at the bottom. The cue ball kind of trading spots here. We'll see how it eventually breaks open. Not going to happen here.
Played that with a bit of drag to slow the cue ball down. Nicely done. That was a very touchy, edgy little shot he's played. That is disaster.
Kind of surprised he went that direction. It seemed like it was going to be such a low percentage shot. I wonder if he ever thought about a jump shot right there. But now it has opened things up a little for Corteza. Place it where it suits him the best. Maybe an extra revolution or two too much to get position on the 3, at least from what he probably wanted. Looks like he still has a shot though.
Yeah, he's taking some time on this shot. Certainly looks like it, Potts. Oh, he's tried to go around the back. It's gone wrong, this. It's gone very wrong. Wasn't much of a gap there behind them two balls. That's why he was taking his time. The potting angle was sending the cue ball over towards the two balls. Now he's close to his work. How does he get safe from here? Safety expert is Corteza. Often doesn't really miss a trick in that department. You're always up against it when you play him.
He just doesn't give you many opportunities. And when you can play the safety so well, it just kind of suffocates your opponent. He's starved for oxygen out there. Opportunities to get back at it.
It's a very good hit, and he's been rewarded.
That's very well done. And from that position, maybe even better than I could have hoped. Certainly not impossible here for Lee Vann Corteza, but we'll have to clip it just right.
Well, that safety shot is simply exquisite. What a shot he's played there. That really is beautifully done. Cue ball. Watch the cue ball arc. Well, maybe not. But it arced off the bottom rail in behind. There's the fist bump.
Just enough room with ball in hand to get around the 6. Get himself a shot on the 5 next.
Still going to need a good positional shot here. Don't be fooled, that 6 ball does not go in that right centre pocket. So it's going to have to come down table in the pocket near where the cue ball is.
That's a pretty good leave and good cue ball control. Maybe a little too much to ask to go side pocket, so. He does cover the distance. Fine shot. And now set up to finish the table.
Don't be fooled watching this. This is not easy. The shots Corteza has displayed in this match, not many are capable of doing it. There's a big cheer out in the arena. I don't know where that's come from, but some drama going on.
Now Corteza, after taking his time out of the gate here, is now finding a nice rhythm. Keeping Gomez off the table, showing the variety and the bandwidth you would expect from someone of his caliber. And he now leads by 2 racks for the first time. 4-2 here on table number 1.
That was a beautiful rack there. Showed what he's capable of in the safety department when the balls come out messy. Listen, 90% of this room can clear the table when they're all over the pocket, but that is the art of a pool player. What you've just seen there from one of the best to ever do it.
And pulled all the shots out of the queue. So many championships back home. A Japan Open champion, China Open 9-ball winner, Philippine national champion from back in 2007. They call him Van Van. From Davao City in the Philippines.
Looks dry, and if the 3-ball stops, which it has done, Gomez can pop this 1 ball. This will require a little bit of a stretch. You could just see Gomez holding the back of his cue. He's probably got an extension. Screw it onto the butt end of the cue. Not a great deal of angle there. He's got enough to get the cue ball out. If that pink 4 passes the purple ball in this left corner, that's what he'll play. Again, that pink 4 going into that side pocket, which it's closest to, is very tight. So players try and stay away from that.
hesitation, but not much. And now he's going to back off and think again. Oh, he hung it up. Thinking he might try to go off the rail, but seemed to find a good angle there. Just couldn't get it to pot. And that'll be disappointing for Gomez, the way Vann Corteza is playing. Meanwhile, Chris Melling on the hill against Chris Alexander. A tricky shot coming up here as he tries to finish off this second round match in a battle of the Brits. He's got the referee hovering above him, making sure that stick doesn't touch anything else. He can't figure out exactly how he wants to play it either, or to be extra careful. All right, so Melling hoping to finish things off here in rack number 12. That's on table 2, right next to us on table 1. Where Lee Vann Corteza leads by 2. Nice jump shot to pot the 5. But seems rather displeased with how the cue ball wound up.
Yeah, he wanted the cue ball moving a little quicker to come off the rail. You could see it just lost its pace. Still got a shot on the 6 ball though. May take a little gamble and bump into the 7. There's not a lot of balls on the table, so if he did do that, he would be quite unlucky to not leave a pot. And he doesn't really want to roll this. Oh, he's played it lovely again. Slow roll with a left spin and avoided the cannon.
And the 9 ball lurking there, hugging the bottom rail, waiting for him to pot the 8. Keep moving. Now this for a 3-rack lead. It's 5-2 in the battle between the 2 players from the Philippines here in round number 2. Now back over at table number 2. Melling still on the hill against Alexander. 8-3, and once again the cue ball nestled between both the 8 and the 6 here. And the 4 is well on the other side.
Couple of rails, trying to hit this pink ball fairly full, and hopefully pockets it in the corner. He's known for this type of stuff. It's close, you know. Well, the main thing is hit it full, and the pace he played it was clever. He knew if he hit it full, it may go on the side rail. Anyway, Melling's on the hill. Back over to table one. Corteza to break. He's found himself with a nice little gap here in this match. Don't forget it was tied at 2-2. There's a cluster of balls over on the right hand side.
How many dry breaks have we seen on table one here today? Well, there's been a series of them. So Gomez back on the table. There's an opportunity here. He's got to start to make something happen. He does not want to let Lee Vann Corteza start to creep away here. Already trailing by 3. If he wins this rack, then he's within 3 of claiming the match.
I think he's missed this ball. Always looked a little high, looked very jumpy as well, seemed to jump up. Very quick on the shot. That's often a sign when you've not delivered the cue through straight. You can sort of feel it. It is an interesting shot though. Can't roll this ball in because the cue ball would stay near the pocket, so you've got to play this pacey to get the cue ball back out. Oh, he's got all the shots. This is just so nice to watch. This is just a treat. Now he's plotting another hook to leave Gomez in a world of pain. That's what this match has been so far. Domination from Corteza. Okay, and then he throws in the worst safety shot of the match.
That's what happens. You build them up, and they let you down. So they trade miscues here.
Look at the cue ball path he's found here.
He's got 3 balls in a line, serving as a guard. Now, can Gomez use that rail to good effect? There's a lot of surface area to cover, though. You have to get the angle just right.
Good hit. All the balls are moving. Oh, we might see Lee Vann try and pop the 8 ball here. He's got to hit the 3 ball quite thin onto the 8, but this will go.
Now he's got the length of the table for a possible 3-8 combo.
He ended up hitting the 3-ball too full, so he didn't contact the 8 how he wanted. Now this is actually ideal for Roberto. All the balls are sat there over the pocket. No reason why he shouldn't win this rack. Wow. Fortunate there.
The 3 rattled a few times before going down and then almost scratched at the other end. And it does set up nicely for him the rest of the way. Not decisive, but it does feel like a rack that he needs to have here. Down 5-2.
Well, I cannot believe he's only made 1 ball in that visit. That is unbelievable. On the 3-ball to get to the 4, I'm surprised he come down the bottom end of the table to use the second rail. I thought he could have just played 1 rail, roll the cue ball down. Oh, strange. That's what he's thinking. What have I done there? Got a meltdown. So, chance back to Corteza. 1 good pot in the corner. Doesn't need to worry about the cue ball. Just make sure you pot the 4. He started to throw a few strange ones in though now. Took a wobble, but it fell. Another chance for Gomez. Cue ball looks like it's going forward into the 7. That's why he's raised the butt of the cue up and pull this ball back. And he's lost the cue ball again.
Forced into a safety shot and nestles the cue ball right on the backside of the 9. Now Chris Melling closing in here on table number 2. It's taken a while, but he finally finishes off Chris Alexander, the 2 Brits battling for a while here. The scoreline not entirely indicative of the way this one developed. But Melling wins 9-3 to advance on to the last 64. This will be ball in hand on table number 1. Gomez in position to run the table from this point. Wins the 3rd rack of this match to pull to within 2. And it's a 5-3 lead for Vann Corteza over Gomez. And it looks like Gomez is going to head to the bathroom or perhaps the concession stand. Who knows? Here at the Harrah's Atlantic City. And here is a look at the current matches taking place. around the pool hall here. Fabulous venue on the Jersey Shore, about an hour's drive southeast of Philadelphia. 5-5 over on table 16. Gary Serrano on table 11 has a 6-4 lead over fellow American Robert Hart. Raymond Linares trailing Wu King Lin on table 7 by 2. Joshua Wood leading the Brit David Hopkin 4-3, and that's way out on table number 20. So a lot of these matches just in the early going here in this afternoon wave of second round encounters. Also some consolation matches as well. One of the deepest matches right now out there is on table number 13. Christian Dimitrov just gets on the hill, leading 8-2 over Robert Waymer Jr. of the U.S. All the table still flying along here in this second afternoon at the 46th U.S. Open. Players in their second matches of the day, and many trying to lock in their spots for the last 64, where the single elimination portion will commence. No more second chances here at the U.S. Open after this. And no huge upsets so far either. Pretty much what you would expect. But well, as we roll through day number 2, anything surprise you, jump out at you, strike you, or fancy you in any way, Carl?
Not yet. I mean, obviously there's a few players going over to the one-loss side, but that is usually the case. But I believe we're yet to have our first big casualty. A player that has lost 2 matches. I can't think of one off the top of my head just yet. Pearl Strickland lost a classic against Germany's Ralph Suke on this very table. He's about to start his loser's side action over on table 8, so we'll keep an eye on that one. That's Wu Kun Lin, very tidy player. Of course, got to the semi-finals of the World 9-Ball Pool Championship earlier on in the year.
As the week unfolds here, one of the primary storylines, of course, will be the places for the Mosconi Cup.
And the table in the distance is actually the table 8, where Earl the Pearl Strickland will be playing.
That was some match, as he was down big early, rallied, had a good crowd gathering around his table, and so it was as festive an atmosphere as we've seen in the first 2 days, and they rallied Strickland, eventually went to a hill final where he just couldn't pull it out, but it was certainly one of the more entertaining matches we've had here in the first 2 days of competition. Still waiting for Gomez to return to the venue here. Winning the last rack on table number 1. He's trailing 5-3 now to his fellow Filipino. Well, Atlantic City settling in now as the host of the U.S. Open. So long down in Virginia, the birthplace of the sport here in the U.S., going all the way back to the 1920s. With a terrific ballroom and stadium-like setting in the middle, where all of the featured matches will take place as we get deeper into this competition and the stakes start to increase, the pressure, the atmosphere, more fans. This place is going to be electric by the time we get to the weekend. And the major matches coming up on Friday and then Saturday evening when this tournament concludes.
Yeah, following on from the US Open, we are going over to Vietnam, the Perry 9-Ball Open, October the 5th through to the 9th. And then straight after, October 10 through to the 15th, the Hanoi Open Pool Championship. That's in Hanoi City, Vietnam. Lots of rising stars coming from that part of the world, so that event is selling out fast. So the fans will be in, sweating the action. Can't wait to go over there and see what talent is lurking in Vietnam. Sure to be a cracker.
First time the professional tour has visited that part of the world, and showcasing some of the skill that has come from that corner of the globe. The Hanoi Open, and it's not just your run-of-the-mill event. It does have an automatic spots on each of the Mosconi Cup teams for Europe and the USA available at the end of that event. So a lot at stake in the first trip to Vietnam coming up. All right, players are back. Table one, Gomez on the break, trailing 5-3 in this match.
There's just no power in his break. I mean, he just looks weak.
Some gardening to be done around the Q and the 9. So Lee Vann Corteza has the table after the dry break from Gomez.
Once again, gets the cue ball in behind another ball. Lee Gomez kicking under one ball. Good hit. Looks like the combo is going to be set up though for Lee Vann. One ball onto the brown 7. 2 balls in the open. Balls are all set good. So if he gets this first shot right, great chance to get back to that 3-rack lead.
Trouble putting the 1. He just wanted to make sure that he could get the cue ball on the 2 where he wanted. Straight shot from here. Will not be rushed. He's not the type of player who sort of glides around the table at speed. It's almost like he's going for a little stroll around the park, the way he plays this game, but he's very surgeon-like. Nickname is the Slayer. Where'd your nickname come from?
Well, funnily enough, Chris Mellon made it.
Really?
Yeah. Watch out, 6 ball. Watch out, 6 ball. Wow, big window to land in there. The cue ball stops there, or there. He has a shot on the 5. Didn't really need to get close to his work. Now he's going to be kicking at the purple 5. Looks quite awkward and all. Maybe he can go off with one rail. Yeah, one rail is there. He needs to hit this full, trying to get the 5 on the top rail with the cue ball down here. Maybe even near the 9 ball. Oh, what a recovery though. What a recovery that is. Gomez may also play the kick shot in behind. Could play the bank. But in this 4-inch pocket, the bank shots are a little bit more scarier. You've got to be a bit more accurate in the modern day pool. So the kick shot in behind seems to be the safer option. That's what he's looking at.
It seems like when players have been faced with options like this, they have tended to go away from a bank shot off the rail. Play the other options available to them. Left a lane here. This will be interesting. The 6 is just enough in the way that we'll have to go off the rail here, just finding his spot. Geometry and physics. Trying to find that point that he needs. That's well done.
This is all down to Lee Vann. This, he had a chance to really open up a lead. Wow, Steve, where has that come from? That must be the easiest ball we've seen so far over the 2 days.
And you see how disgusted he is. He just puts the cue stick down. Watch. I mean, this is just a gift for Lee Vann Corteza. What a horrible time for him as well. I mean, he was about to go 5-4 in the match. Instead, it's going to be 6-3. So Vann Corteza is going to double him up here instead of Gomez being within 1 rack. Now, if Vann Corteza goes on to win, you can look back at that miss right there. From Roberto Gomez here. That could be decisive. He lost that even before it got to the pocket. He clipped the rail. It wasn't really even close. Perhaps a loss of concentration. Hard to explain it any other way.
As you said though, that was to go 1 behind. Now, he's back to 3 behind, but mentally, how do you recover from that? He must be sat there in shock. He's just missed that ball.
Yeah, that's the challenge now, right? To put it behind you quickly instead of stewing on it, dwelling. Because they can't afford to let it linger at this point, trailing by 3 racks. This man's still playing very well. Tell you what, the breaks have not come easy today on table 1. It hasn't just been this match, it's been a lot of them.
That was a good shot. That was so thin. Easy to butcher that and lose the cue ball. Look where the cue ball's finished. Cue ball must have travelled about 15 feet now.
This might be a nice break for Gomez to have Lee Vann Corteza come up dry when breaking this rack. And for Gomez, it doesn't allow him a lot of time to sit there and think about that miss in the last rack. He gets right back on the table. He can focus his mind on the game instead of just sitting there and replaying that miss and letting it eat away.
So after the fantastic shot from Gomez, just doesn't capitalise. We're in times now. Corteza got a chance to get on 7. 7's very close to that winning line, isn't it?
And if he goes up 7-3 here, Gomez is really going to be in trouble. Especially, as you said, mentally. Tough hurdle. Tough battle back. Gomez started well enough early on. And then just some uncharacteristic misses here.
Gifted the last couple of racks. The previous rack, I'm still in shock. I just don't know how he missed that straight 6 ball. Well, I do. Pure queuing. Just the Elliot Sanderson from Great Britain in the distance. He's playing on table 2. He's playing Jani Sikkonen from Finland. He's 1 down. He's about to go 2 down, the young man from Great Britain.
Roberto Gomez about to go 4 down. Lee Vann Corteza, a 7-3 lead on table number 1 with a place in the round of 64 on the line, and now just 2 racks away from the Filipino player. Lee Vann Corteza has been terrific all day long in his first day here at the U.S. Open. A shutout in his first match over Joseph Bleiler of the U.S., 9-0. Has only dropped 3 racks here in the second round. So on aggregate today, he's up 15-3 at this point. Pretty good day's work. Gets to 8 to go here after several dry breaks from before.
This is why the players voted the break rule in, because just get to see a little bit more in the game of 9 ball. You don't want to see, break and runs, high percentage, match after match. You want to see a little bit of this. You want to see the odd push out. You want to see clusters. Okay, Roberto has the option. He's down having a look. What's he spotted? He won't be going for the pot, put it that way. So he's playing safe. Presume he's going off the edge to get distance. Play bank. Is he going off the 9?
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
A nice bonus.
Maybe send the cue ball off the bottom rail in between the 7 and 9. Oh, it's gone wrong. He needs this to stay dry, which it has, so at least there's distance. 2 balls near the pocket, but you can still easily miss this ball. Position on the red 3 is guaranteed, so he can just focus on potting the ball. Gomez got off to a good start in this match. Wheels have completely fell off. That tells you all you need to know. Many a player may have played the cue ball off the second rail, but that would have meant hitting the shot harder, which makes the pot tougher. Lee Vann decided just to roll the ball in, leave distance, and back him to play the next shot. So here's the distance. He's got to play a little stun run through here. The pink 4 will go in the other corner, the opposite corner to where the 3's going. He's missed it. It's very stabby, that, wasn't it?
When you're playing at that pace, is it just a little more difficult to get it right on the pot? Thinking about that next shot, and Gomez doesn't have to think much about this one. Just going to use the 5 as a blocker.
watch the scratching behind it. Wow. Cue ball found a little gap there. Elliot Sanderson in early trouble on table 2. He's lost the opening 3 racks to Jani Siikkanen from Finland.
Should be able to finish this off.
It was the mistake from Corteza that got Gomez back to the table.
Now Gomez says, where was that in the last rack? But he breathes a sigh and hangs in. Within 3, 7-4. You've referenced Elliot Sanderson and Siikkanen of Finland on table 2, just next door. And Jani Siikkanen racing out to a 3-0 lead. Sanderson from Great Britain is going to have to get engaged soon. May not seem like much, but drop the first 3 racks, all of a sudden, a few breaks don't go your way and you find yourself in an insurmountable hole. Second round match with a place in the last 64 at stake here. Having a smooth game here as he looks to get on the board with his first rack. Gomez back on table 1. Got a little help as he pots the 5. One of the problems for Lee Vann Corteza is the dry breaks. Getting Gomez back on the table. The pink 4, nudging the 5 along, and Gomez keeps the table here.
Cue ball in behind the pink 4 ball. That's okay. Nicely played. If he can win this rack, I mean, I'm not just stating the obvious here, but this is a big rack because 7-5, you feel like you're more than in it. Is it Lee Vann's turn to get a little fortune? It is. The 2 balls tied up, so that's good news for Gomez kicking. Yeah, if Roberto wins this rack 7-5, he's back in the match. 8-4, you feel like it's a tall order.
Yeah, you put Lee Vann Corteza on the hill, leading by 4. Don't like your chances. 7-5 still difficult, but doable.
Looks like he can get through to pot the ball. He can.
I think so.
Wow. Don't ask me what he's going to do on the blue 2, mind. He may try and play this very hard. Come off the right side rail below the middle. Then the cue ball hits the bottom rail and goes into the cluster. Maybe that is, yeah, kind of somewhat like this. He's got it coming over. Okay.
Now they can't pot the 2 in the corner. He's got the 3.
I wonder if he could get the cue ball in behind the 9 and try and smash the 2 off the 3. So the 2 ball bounces off the back rail and sort of flies up table somewhere. He's playing another shot. Is he just trying to roll on it? Oh, he is. Yeah, that's okay. He had the best view in the house.
Spread out and really opened up in a very compelling way for Lee Vann Corteza. Can he pot the 2 and get the 3-9?
Threaded the needle. That's okay. Cue ball looks like it's run on, but you can still cut this ball. Cue ball's going to come off 1 rail, back up for the 4. 6 goes past the 9. The balls are sat nice here to get on the hill. 8-4. It's a big lead. Kind of feel like it's a deserved lead as well. He seems to have been the better player for me. He's played the smarter safeties. Gomez started off this match okay, but just completely fell to pieces. The loser of this match is still in the tournament. They go over to the left side of the draw. Remember, this is double elimination until we get the final 64. So we'll have 32 undefeated, 32 with 1 loss. There'll be a redraw, and that will be our final 64 single elimination. If you're new to 9-ball pool and you're thinking, how can you lose a match and still win the tournament? That's just the way it's been in the pool world all these years. It's all about getting matches under your belt, making sure you get into the hat for the draw. That's just the way we play the game. Kind of like it that way. It's a bit different. Not all tournaments are like that. We have a variety of different events. The World Pool Masters, top 16 players on the professional tour. That's a single elimination format. The World Cup of Pool, 64 teams represent that event. That's single elimination as well. We have the Premier League pool. Every player who plays in that event play a massive round robin over 5-6 days, I think it is.
So that single elimination will start tomorrow. Tournament goes all the way to Saturday. Each player playing 2 matches on their first day of competition. So players that started yesterday played 2 more today for the players who began here on this Tuesday. So you either play your first and second round matches, or you play a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket match.
The shot from Lee Vann to leave it here was not good. He's left himself work to do here. Took care of it though. They're thin shots then. When you're behind them, you can easily miss them. Anyway, he's going to be the first player on the hill in this all-Filipino clash.
So it's an 8-4 lead. So Lee Vann Corteza, the 44-year-old, 4 racks ahead of the 45-year-old from the same country, and a rack away from the round of 64. And trying to finish off what has been a pretty dominant day. Won all 9 racks in his first round match against the American Joseph Bleiler earlier. Now leading 8-4 here as we move out to table number 6. Some of the outer tables have more of that classic pool hall feel with the lighting and the tables kind of located over in some corners. Here we have more showcase tables with an amphitheater type setting.
Another dry break. Corteza needs a 3-ball to stop. It has done. That has spoilt the party for Gomez, because he can't pot the 2. So it's going to be pot the 1, play safe. Unless he has an angle to send the cue ball into the red 3-ball. May just have a little angle. Has to play this hard though. Not guaranteed a shot on the 2 either. Oh, he's got to be happy with that.
May have a crack at this. Should have just enough room.
Five ball will go past the brown 7, so he can just hold the cue ball in that similar line where it is now. Anywhere around that line, there you see it's coming back. Oh, surely he's got to clear the table here.
He needs it. A mistake here could pretty much be fatal for the match.
Yeah, and don't think about winning the last 5 racks, whether you're Gomez or whether you're the local pool player down the bar. It's not about winning the last 5, it's about setting yourself a little goal. Take care of this one, then try and get to 8-6. Then it's about applying pressure on your opponent. Don't sell out, because 8-6 is a close match. I often used to think it was a tall order winning from 8-6, but now I do a lot of commentating. It kind of feels like it's hill to some degree. Picked up the pace of play in this rack as well.
He made a mistake with this shot earlier. Exact same corner, but no such repeats of the miscue. So Gomez stays alive. Still a ways back, but he runs the rack. First time we've seen it today from him. Confidence booster, and keeps him in this match.
Jason Shaw is in a battle over on table 23. He leads 5-4 against America's Blaine Barkus.
Well, Matt Craw on the verge of a shutout, leading 7-0. Mehavagara on table 22. Earl Strickland, after losing a hill thriller earlier, is up 4-1 over Leo Ott, his fellow American, on table 8. That's a loser's bracket match. And here in this second round encounter, on the winner's side, Gomez to break. Ran the rack in that last effort, and he pots the 1 here.
And he does have a shot on the 2-ball. A lot of distance. By no means easy. But all you can ask for after the break shot is a look at the lowest ball, and he got that.
that by a mile.
Yeah, I think you'd have got closer to that one, Steve.
You might be a little bit more optimistic than me, but it was well a ways off what he was trying to do there. I mean, probably one of his worst shots of the day. That bottom left corner, though, is giving him some trouble. Missed the 9 earlier that may wind up costing him this match. Remember, Gomez had a chance to get to 5-4 at one point, but instead missed a late shot and rattled off the corners. Wound up going down 6-3 instead.
Got to get past the 8 ball here. He should achieve that anywhere on the left side of the table where you can see that middle diamond. When we say diamonds, it's them little white marks you see on the black rim of the table. That's what we call a diamond. So anywhere near the middle diamond on the left rail. And he's got enough room to still pop this ball, so he had quite a big target there. Glorious chance this now. One more good shot, you feel. Just got to judge this to get on the 6 ball. And if he gets on this 6 ball good, you feel like this match should be over. There's no more trouble. So this is the key shot now in this match. Get good position. And it goes past the 8. That's even better.
Gomez can do his watch now. Hope's fading.
Yeah, I'm sure Roberto will be glad to see the back of this match. He's got to go chill out and relax. Maybe hit a few balls, loosen up. Here comes the cue ball. This is good enough.
And that is it. And the two Filipinos shake hands. Lee Vann Corteza is moving on to the round of 64, winning 9-4 here over Roberto Gomez. The 44-year-old beats out the 45-year-old.